June 3rd, and we're here for the Wednesday youth workout with
Coach Anna. I'm having deja vu.
Yeah, we may have went live on my personal Instagram account for a minute or two there, but
That's okay.
but a couple people stopped by anyways. Well, what do you got for us, Anna?
All right. Ooh, blast from the past. So what we've got today, if you've got a jump rope, it's optional. We're going to do 1 minute of jump rope, or you can jump in place. You could run in place. I might mix it up today. You could hop like this in place. I'm okay with that. As long as you move for a minute and you're away and your feet come off the ground. That's your 1 minute, and we've got 4 exercises we're going to do. So you've got a minute of jump rope or crazy motions, and our first exercise will be a squat. Feet just outside of shoulder width, or you can do a really wide squat. I'm fine with that too. But you're going to go down and up. Feel the hips push back like you're sitting in a chair, and then push through with your hips on your way up. Then we're going to do a reverse lunge for the second option. So start from hips just about hip width apart, or feet about hip width apart. Step it back, squat down, come up. Then do your other side. You got 5 on each side, or a total of 10. Will be our second activity. Again, 1 minute of jump rope in between. Side lunge will be third thing, and forward lunge will be our fourth thing. So, grab your jump rope, or get ready for whatever crazy movement you want to do. I'm going to put my minute back on the timer.
Yeah, and since we have someone who's new to the live stream, this workout list is posted in our feed, so you can go down, you can exit out of the video and go check this out if you want to reference it. And if you're watching it later, we always start the video at the beginning with that too.
Yep, and I'll always tell you what you're going to do before you do it and do a demo. So if you're new to the live stream, pretty much anytime you jump in, even if you're not in at the same time we start, you just wait to the next thing. We will show you what to do to catch you up. So don't feel like you have to start when we started, or everything's all for naught and you have to wait till we post it. You can jump in whenever. We do recommend that you have a nice warm-up before you do stuff, but that's fine. You'll jump in as you do. So we've got our minute of jump rope or whatever thing you're doing. Go ahead and get started. And you can jump rope however you want. You can do singles, you can do the running, and then you could just run in place. Your choice. If you're fancy, you can do the crisscross thing. Your Coach Sam. Your Coach Tyler, you can do double unders for the whole minute. I've seen him do it, so.
I survived the attempt. It gets better every time.
Let's see. You missed in our blast from the past. Tyler, are these new yellow jump ropes?
Oh, yeah. So we did get some new jump ropes. We bought them a couple months ago. And with all the extra time we have, we've been swapping out old busted ones with the new ones. So we got some yellow ones, like the one Coach Anna's got. We got some black ones. Very, very on brand with our marketing tools. So that's always sweet.
All right.
You can thank Coach Brandon for that. He's the one who went out and got those.
Reset your clock. So you're ready for next time. We've got our 10 squats. Choose whatever squat you want. You don't have to throw your jump rope down. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Get your clock going. I promised to show different things you could do, so let's run this time. But you can jump rope still, or whatever it is you were doing. I'm just gonna do like 4 different things to show you guys all your options. So if you're just running in place, you can mix it up and do some fast ones. You can do some high knees. You can kick your butt. Or you can keep jump roping. Get your rhythm going. Get your air jump. I just ordered myself a fancy jump rope, Tyler.
You did?
Yes.
What did you get?
It has like adjustable, like weighted ropes you can use
Oh.
to like practice your double under.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that you were thinking about making that purchase. I'm excited to see what it looks like. That's a fancy jump rope for me. So,
I like this one too.
but you were telling me that the CrossFit gym, Sabretooth CrossFit, they've got some pretty like serious jump ropes that some of the competitors use there.
I don't know about the jump roping.
Okay. Somebody
I
was.
assume so, but
Yeah.
I don't know that for sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'm buzzing. All right, so our next thing is reverse lunge. You've got 10 total, 5 on each side. Hip width apart, step it back, drop it down. Try not to let your knee do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, get your clock going. This time, I'll mix it up with some jumping jacks. Already a favorite in the youth class. You're my youth class students. You can do any kind of jumping jack you know. Give me some of these. You can do a chuckle. They always make whoever's watching you laugh.
It's true.
You could do one at a time. Tap to the side. Your choice. You can run in place again. Kind of feel like I'm a pony right now. All right, it's your time. Reset. Let's see, we've got side lunge next. So, again, I'm just gonna start out facing forward, step to the side, sink it back. And you don't have to go super low, as low as you're comfortable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, one last time with our jumping rope or optional things. And let's get the timer going. Won't make you do extra credit. All right, last time on your jumping rope or whatever it is you're doing. Our last thing is going to be a forward lunge. No! No. Gotta get my rhythm going. My trainer made me do a fun series where I had to do started out with 20 jump ropes and 15 sit-ups, and you kept adding 5 each round. And you have to see how many rounds you could get through in 6 minutes.
Whoa.
It's pretty fun. I made it up to 60 jump ropes. Oh, that's our buzzing. Glad I put it on buzz. All right, last thing is forward lunge. All right, again, just start out just like you do for walking. We're just gonna step forward, sink it down, push it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Woo!
All right.
You put your jump ropes down. The one thing I said you need, drink your water. It is summertime. Even if you're inside in a nice air-conditioned place, still drink water, hydrate, don't dehydrate. Even if you think you don't really need it, take a little sip. So, yay, water. All right. So we've got some toe and heel walks to help stretch us back out, doing all this bouncing. So I'm just gonna go up on my toes and walk in place. So you can also bring your arms up just to help you feel nice, long, and tall. Push through on the balls of your feet. And now we'll move it forward, tiny little steps, back and forth. If you've got a long hallway, you can go down and back in your hallway. But I know not everyone has a whole lot of space if they're working out at home. If you're working out outside, make sure before you get started that all your obstacles are clear. Pebbles, sticks, pets, siblings. All right, let's switch to heels. So, toes up. We'll just do a few in place. Back and forth. And then walk it forward. Try and keep your hips still facing forward rather than turned out. All right, so we're going to switch to our lazy crane with a balance. So feet hip width. Imagine you've got little headlights on your hips. Try and keep your hips, those headlights pointed forward. So we're going to come up on one knee. You can bring it low or high, wherever your balance is, but try and challenge yourself. So if you're like down here, hanging out, you're not challenging yourself, make it so that supporting leg has to work a little bit. Then we're going to do toes point down and flex up, down and up. Good. And if you find that you have found your balance, you can make that knee go up a little higher, just to give yourself a challenge. All right, take that knee, rotate it out, so you've got one headlight this way, other headlight still facing forward. And once you have your balance, you've got our ankle circles. 2 or 3 times one direction, rotate 2 or 3 times the other way. Good. All right, set it back down, and we'll switch sides. Knee up, again, wherever you are, find your balance, and then toe, point it down, flex it up, down, and up. Take take that knee, rotate it out, and get those ankle circles. If you're just working on your balance today, that's okay too. The circles are an extra bonus. Not required, but nice. We like our ankles. You can always do your circles separately, sitting down if you want. All right, sit it back down. Last thing, do some arms. Zombie arms are out in front, and then we'll do our little backstroke. Nice big circles here. And take it to the front. Both arms together. If you're feeling fancy and you're missing the pool, you could turn this into a fancy swimming stroke. And we'll take it the other way, 2 arms back. All right, so we're gonna move on to footwork. You'll notice there's no blade work on the board today. Why is there no blade work, Coach Anna? So if you haven't been on Zoom before, you already know, but if you were only doing the live streams before, what we're doing now is we're having our warm-up footwork sort of as homework for people in our Zoom classes, and we're gonna spend most of our time in our Zoom classes doing the blade work that goes sort of with our footwork for the day. So if you haven't signed up for our Zoom classes yet, send Coach Tyler an email at the Center for Blade Arts. The link is in the bio. Got this covered. All right, so we're gonna start with some advances and retreats. I'm gonna make us do both sides. I'll get my timer so we don't go overboard. All right. So this time we're going to do our advances down and our retreats back, just like we would in class. If you don't have a lot of space, that's okay. Do as many advances forward as you can, as many retreats backwards as you can. That means you're going to make a lot of trips. You may make more than me or less than me, depending on the space you have. So find your regular on guard and do your advances. Front foot, back foot. Focus on staying nice and low. When you reach your wall, turn it around. So I chose to do mine on my right side first, because that's my dominant fencing side. And then I'll switch to doing my other side. You can do whichever side you want to first. Front, back, back, front. If you are a newer youth fencer, every once in a while you can check that your feet still line up in your on-guard position. Get those heels to make that L shape. I'm gonna switch and do my other side. So, come on guard on your other foot. Now my left leg is my leading foot. Coach Ann, why do I have to do them on both sides? Because my young fencers, I don't want you to become totally one-sided, because you may choose to do fencing forever, or you may do another sport, or you just want to be a human who has a well-balanced set of muscles. So we're going to do our footwork, some of it on both sides. You never know. You may decide you need to switch hands at some point. We have that happen. I know when I was a young gymnast back in the day, I may have broken my arm and had to do all my gymnastics one-armed for a while. All right, we got both sides with our advances and retreats. We've got lunges. So for lunges, start in that same on guard position. You can go back to your other side. We want to thrust, we're going to kick it out, and then push it back. So arm, front foot, front foot. Arm, front foot, front foot. So I'm going to do about 10 on each side. And even though my front foot's going to push back, make sure you let the back knee bend as you push back. Good. Let's switch sides to our other leg. Find that on guard. Arm, kick, push back. Last one. Good. Shake it out. All right. Grab some water. All right. Now we're only going to do the rest of our footwork on whichever side you choose. You could do it all on your non-dominant side if you want an extra challenge. Come back later and do it on both sides. Up to you. All right, our first thing is going to be some advance and retreats. So you'll notice on the whiteboard it says advance, then retreat. The first one says 1 and 0, so that means 1 advance, 0 retreats. Then 2 and 1. 2 advances, 1 retreat. Third one is 3 advances, 2 retreats. So we're going to do that whole sequence in order. I'm going to put some time on the clock. So we'll see how many times we get through it. If you do small steps, you're going to get through a lot. So try and smooth it out so you can go nice back and forward through all of the changes in direction. So 1 advance, 0 retreats, 2 advances, 1 retreat. 3 advances, 2 retreats, start back over. 1 and 0, 2 and 1, 3 and 2. You can put a little pause between each set if you need to, and I'm going to turn around and keep going with my advance. 2 advances, 1 retreat, 3 and 2. If you are in my youth class, this is something we do in class quite a bit. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I forgot to hit my timer. You know, I like extra credit. Next one, same idea. We've got the opposite. So before we did advances and retreats, so that meant we were heading forwards in our direction. This time we're going to be heading backwards, so we're going to flip it. 1 retreat, 0 advances. 2 retreats, 1 advance. 3 retreats, then 2 advances. We could do some fencing math here and figure out how many net advances or retreats we've gone. Wah, ha, ha, ha. So there's your challenge question. How many net advances or retreats did we do in our footwork pattern? Dun, dun, dun. I'll see who knows the answer in our Zoom class. Extra bonus question. All right, so I'm going to be traveling backwards. Let's turn it around. 1 retreat, 0 advances. 2 retreats, 1 advance. 3 retreats, 2 advances. 1, 2 and 1. 3 and 2. 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 2. Turn it around. 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 2. Again, you don't have to keep the same speed as me. And if you mess up your pattern, just start back at the first one. 1. Last trip back. You probably caught me mess up at least once, probably twice. I keep doing that 3 and 3 again. 1. 2. Good. All right, so now we're going to switch over to just an advanced lunge and our retreat lunge to finish. So our goal for the Zoom class is just to hit about a half an hour of time for you guys. So some footwork that you can do on your own, just because we're not going to spend as much time in that footwork in our Zoom class, because we want to use that time so we can interact with each other and our classmates, and we want to do some fun batting style games with our swords. All right, I'll keep my timer, even though I didn't use it the last 2 times because I forgot. Da-da-da. All right, advanced lunge. Find that same on guard position. Do your advance, thrust, lunge, recover. Front foot, back foot, front foot, front foot. I started the timer this time. Don't worry. Hit your wall, turn it around. Every once in a while, make sure you double check where you are in that lunge. Our timer now, but make sure you're not letting that knee cave in on you, or let your foot start to do this, because it's going to make it hard for you to recover, and you might start hitting like this and leaving part of yourself exposed. So keep that front knee and front toe tracking forward towards your opponent, and avoid letting your knee wobble in on you. We've got our last round of footwork, retreat lunge. Find that on guard position. Retreat, lunge, recover. Back, front, front, front foot. Good. I did start the time. Have a sword at home, you are welcome to do your footwork holding your sword, or even just part of the footwork with your sword, so you maintain your arm strength. If you have a sibling who fences at home with you, they could be your mirror and do footwork going the other way or next to you. Footwork is a fun, family-friendly activity. go. You made it! All right. Tyler, did I do advances on my way back? Or did I make sure I kept doing retreat lunges? Do you remember?
That's a great question.
Okay. I may have done advances one of those trips back. Do those retreats. Ignore what I'm doing. That was a intentional challenge to make sure you were doing the retreat lunges. I know it for sure. Totally part of my plan. All right, fencers, if you are signed up for Zoom class, I will see you Thursday.
What?
Sorry, Saturday. I film on Thursday, so I will see you Saturday if you are in my youth class. Find that attention position, sword arm down,